Hey Virgo, welcome. I am sorry I've been a little hiatus, but I'm back and we're going to jump straight into the reading. This is not your first rodeo. I'm not going to give you the whole spiel. I'm anxious to get back and I really want to get these readings out. So we're going to jump straight in. I didn't do a premeditative energy reading. These cards, I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot, and they have really been speaking for themselves. So we're going to let them tell the story. Just something a little different. And now they don't want to jump out. There we go, Virgo. 10 of Pentacles. That's how we want to start a reading. What has really jumped out at me with that 10 of Pentacles, apart from it being the 10 of Pentacles and that completion of a happy home life, happy work life, totality, is the wolf. The wolf and the deer. You may have found yourself in a situation where you're almost feeling a little hunted at the moment. Interesting. Judgment. Maybe your past or someone else's past that you're dealing with is coming back to haunt them. And you're now we are in the pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde, and maybe you're dealing with things that you thought you'd put to bed and they're back. They're back, and you feel like it's almost putting this happy family life, everything you've worked towards, this castle in the sky. I feel like you're worried it's putting it in jeopardy or putting strain on it. Wow, some major arcana here. Okay, so we have the Judgment. You may have to make a decision that feels very uncomfortable, and you're almost worried about the people around you judging you, not understanding maybe past mistakes you've made because you're not that person anymore, and they don't know this person, if that makes sense. Now, the High Priestess has come out beside the Page of Pentacles. Trust your intuition. And don't get too emotional. Don't get too emotionally involved, and don't judge yourself is more so the issue. I don't think your person's going to judge you. I think they're going to be very understanding, but I feel like you're going to judge yourself. The Page of Pentacles. So whatever's coming in, I feel like this is going to come in unexpectedly, and it's going to be through you're going to be going about your day, everything's going to be fine. And you're going to get a phone call or an email, and you're going to feel so overwhelmed because you feel like it could be past debts, it could be mistakes you've made, it might just be unpaid college fees. And they're coming back and they're sort of and the Page of Swords have come up. Interesting. Oh, and the Page of Cups. Four of Cups. And the Magician. This is interesting, Virgo. Yep. I feel like this isn't just one issue popping up. This may be everything sort of coming in at once. Financial issues, emotional issues. There may be a change of job where you might be hearing that your job is laying people off. It feels like everything's come in all at once and it's overwhelmed you. This Four of Cups is showing up, and I know why it's showing up, because it's reminding you that while everything may be going crazy at the moment, there are 3 perfectly good cups in the background here that are still good to go. So it's reminding you to not get too bogged down in all the details, deal with each thing. Like, they've all come up one after the other, and that's how it's going to feel, like boom, boom, boom. It's just coming at you. Spirit's saying, take it one step at a time, deal with what's coming in. It may not be as big of a deal as it is. It may just be the mindset you're in because you're feeling a little bombarded. The Magician, I feel like first of all, it's telling you you've got all the tools to deal with all these situations. They're not going to push you down to the point where you lose your 10 of Pentacles. You're feeling hunted. That's what that hunting is. You're feeling hunted by all these past mistakes. But you have all the tools to deal with it. Now, some of these things might be family or an ex-partner, or they're just coming in because they're seeing your 10 of Pentacles and they're wanting to it's misery loves company, and they're seeing how well you're doing, and some people are just miserable and they want to tear you down. They don't want to see you so happy. Be wary who you have on social media. Some of those people aren't there to be your friend. Some of those people are there to just keep an eye out, and when they see things coming your way, they might pop up and be like, sorry, Virgo. They might pop up and be like, remember that time you did this, or you owe me this. It'll be something to bring you down is what I'm hearing. So let's start clarifying. And I'm going to do that with the page of, with the spiral tarot. Okay, we have the Princess of Cups coming up with the page of words. Okay, let's start that again. We have the Princess of Cups coming up to clarify the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this one here, I feel like there's a child involved. And I'm getting the sense that someone is coming back in and telling you whatever you've done to get yourself there, that they've missed out, or they didn't get their piece of the pie. It may be involving a child, and it may be an ex-partner coming in to tell you that they're not happy with your parenting, or whatever it is. It seems like a big deal, but it's frivolous because it's just coming from off the back of them not happy with their own life. I'm definitely feeling a child though. There may be a custody battle that you're dealing with. Let's clarify this judgment. The Five of Cups. This is a sadness. So whatever this situation was with this Princess of Cups, during that time of your life, that was one of those times that you didn't think you'd get past. It was one of those times where you sort of felt like this can't get any worse. There is not a chance that this could go any worse, and I'm not going to make it out of here. And you have. That's what this Ten of Pentacles is. You have trudged through the depths of darkness to pull yourself out to where you are now. Don't allow anyone else to pull you back down there, and don't for a second fear that that's the place you'll end back up in. Spirit wants to remind you of just how strong you are. Now we are clarifying the High Priestess with the Two of Pentacles. And what Spirit's saying right now is to stay grounded and to stay balanced during this time. So don't try and push yourself into activities to numb what's going on or to run from what's going on. Deal with each thing one at a time while still looking after yourself. Make sure that you're giving appropriate amounts of energy to work, to play, to relaxation. That's what's going to pull you through, is staying balanced. Make sure you're getting a decent... Like these sound like really frivolous things, but during times of high stress, if you're not eating right, if you're not sleeping right, your body runs down so quickly and your thought process just does not flow the way it should, and everything feels overwhelming. So Spirit's saying keep it simple and stay balanced. Now we are clarifying the Page of Pentacles with the Star. So that's just telling me that that situation is going to work out in your benefit. When you hear about this, you will have... When these things start coming in, you will have a sort of a mental clarity and plan of how you'd like to do it. Stick with that because that will start to work in your favour. Now, the Page of Swords is clarified with the Ten of Swords. There will be things that come up that cause you a lot of anxiety. But this sun in the background tells me this isn't going to last long. You may have that sudden rush of, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming. So many people are coming. And these may not be these may just be people coming to you and relying on you during a time where you sort of have everything sorted, and the more you start sharing yourself out, the less you start to enjoy what you've worked so hard for. Now we're clarifying the Page of Cups with the Three of Cups. This is a celebration. So keep time to socialize. Do not lock yourself away and try and hide. But two, the star, the Three of Cups, this is telling me you will make it through this situation while you may feel bogged down by all your responsibilities, things coming up from the past. It will end. Now, the Four of Cups is clarified with the Eight of Pentacles. You have worked hard to get where you are, and that work ethic, Virgo, and Virgos, you have a meticulous work ethic. No detail gets left unturned, which is why you're probably feeling very overwhelmed, because you're not the type of person that'll just brush things off. You will deal with things, and you will deal with every little detail. You won't just, oh, that'll do. Spirit's saying that work ethic is what will bring you through this trying time. Now, the Magician is clarified with the World. This is a lesson for you. This is what will close out a cycle and bring you into a new cycle. So I really think this is Mercury retrograde aimed. All these things that are coming back up, all these little hiccups that are coming towards you, it's because you're closing out an old cycle and stepping into a new one. These aren't here to punish you. They're to sort of close off these karmic ties, release old contracts. Now, as you do these, if these are past people, especially relationships, make sure you take the time to cut energetic cords. Maybe light a candle, release that person, because you may still be very energetically connected, even if you haven't thought about them in years. That happens with our energy, especially if it's with people that we spend a lot of time with or invest a lot of ourselves in. They still have a piece of us. And maybe at times when we're feeling like we're at our best, we sort of trigger up in their energetic auric field. So what I would really advise for that is to do some soul retrieval. You know, lay down, get into a meditative state. Ask that all the aspects of your soul that you have given away to past people that you love, or old friends, or even old bosses or work colleagues. Anywhere that you have invested yourself, you have left a piece of yourself. So ask that it all comes back, and that you be made whole, and that any leftover energetic residue that doesn't belong to you be returned to its rightful owner. Cut off all those ties, because you're heading into a new era, a new timeline. You want to go into that as fresh and as clean as possible. Separation has come up, so don't allow this to affect your relationships that you're in right now. You may find yourself pulling away from your partner, or not sharing with them, or not sharing with the person that you're sort of dating for fear of it overwhelming them, or for fear of them judging you. Like I said earlier, don't allow this to overtake you and for you to be triggered and for you to sort of step back from the people you love. They're there for a reason. Share. A problem shared is a problem halved. Trust. Yeah. Trust that they are the person you think they are, and they will support you through this time. And this could be vice versa. This could be your partner that's going through all this and you're supporting them, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So if you haven't got a partner, that is on its way in. And I think when this cycle closes off, that's when you'll really start to energetically call in your divine counterpart. And if you are in a relationship, trust that they're going to work with you through this, and they will wait as you, even if you need a little time, make sure you speak up, be vocal and be clear, and say, I'm sort of sorting out a lot of old things in my life that have popped back up and need my attention. Can you please just allow me the space right now? It doesn't reflect on how I care. However you want. I don't need to give you I don't need to give you a word for word, play by play, but I definitely think being open and being honest and sharing yourself at your most vulnerable, I think this will build a deeper connection with whatever it is you're dealing with. Now, I'm going into the tarot to pull out an overall energy. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. Lust, which is the Strength card. And the Five of Cups. And we're going to pull one more because I want some clarification. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Virgo, so what I'm getting is you will be victorious. You may be dealing with a Cancer, a Leo. What else am I getting? Another Virgo or a Scorpio. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you'll be victorious. There'll be a celebration, and you might actually be looking forward to a celebration. So that might be what keeps you going, is you have a wedding coming up or an engagement or some sort of a party. But generally what I see from this card is that this will work in your favor. This will all iron itself out. You are strong enough to pull yourself through that. The snakes here, show you the snakes here at the back of the tail, are telling me just to be wary of these people popping up, because if you are single or even in a relationship, they may come with a false offer, or they may, because you've already known them, they know how to manipulate you, so they might come in trying to ruin what you've got, and you may find yourself falling back into old patterns. Don't allow them to do this. Don't allow them to come back in and play the same games. So Spirit's saying, don't look at those past situations with rose-colored glasses. The 5 of Cups, that is, remind yourself of the heartache and the pain that they put you through, that you had to remove them from your life in the first place. And the 8 of Pentacles is telling me that you're in a place now where it's going back into that hard work, but it's reminding me that you've worked so hard to get here. Like, you didn't fall into this place overnight. And if you're not in this place, if you haven't got to this 10 of Pentacles energy yet, it's coming. Just don't allow anyone to knock you off your course. You're allowed to have a moment, you're allowed to feel down, but don't allow anyone to take you off this path, because you're stronger than you think you are. You've got to where you are now, and you're going to continue to keep flourishing and moving forward abundantly. So if you're dealing with debt or old things or anything like that, know that you're going to come out on top, victorious, and it's your hard work that got you here that will continue to push you through. Okay, Virgo, thank you. Please like if any of this resonated. Please subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Love you. Bye.